Welcome back. It's been a few weeks since our last report. House and Senate leaders have been working on a budget over the last several weeks, and it appears they're making good progress on that. However, the big news this week is the House and Senate veto override of House Bill 488, our annual building code bill, and our association's top legislative priority. As you know, this bill was sponsored by Representative Mark Brody, Destin Hall, Tricia Cotham, and Dennis Rydell, along with Senate sponsors Steve Jarvis, Tim Moffitt, and Jim Perry. This bill does many things for housing construction, including the creation of a residential building code council. It prohibits exterior sheathing inspections except in wind zones 140 and up, modifies the Appendix B requirements by clarifying that local governments cannot require the completion of Appendix B submission for plan review, prohibits modifications to various chapters within the residential code, including mechanical, fuel gas, and energy efficiency standards, and amends the residential code to include 3 and 4 family dwellings, meaning the council will have to adopt rules to allow triplexes and quadplexes to be constructed under the residential code. This provision provides for greater affordability for advancing middle housing options in North Carolina. There are so many elements of this bill that will help builders produce housing in North Carolina that home buyers can afford. Now, during the veto override, we received wide bipartisan support in the House as the entire House Republican caucus was joined by 6 Democrats who stuck with the bill despite the governor's objection. The final House vote was 78-40. In the Senate, 3 Republicans and 2 Democrat senators were absent. However, 3/5 of the present body is needed to override, and despite the absent senators, the 27-17 vote was enough to pass the legislation into law. The successful passage of this bill was a long road for your entire legislative team. Work on this bill began in December of last year. This bill went through numerous committees in the House and the Senate, overcame objections from over 50 outside special interest groups and the governor. Our team is thankful for our members who reached out to lawmakers with calls and emails expressing their support for the bill. That contact went a long way in pushing this bill over the finish line. Also, a special thanks to Representative Brody, who worked relentlessly on this bill every step of the way. Finally, we are thankful for the bipartisan support that this bill received. Our organization continues to fight for housing affordability and future home buyers. Homeownership remains a dream for so many in North Carolina and remains our mission to ensure that folks have that opportunity. For more information, please read our written weekly report.